Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into a topic that's more important than ever, mindfulness for stress relief in the modern world. In a world that's constantly moving, with information flying at us from all directions, stress is something we all experience. But today, we're going to explore how mindfulness can help you manage that stress and bring more peace into your life. So, let's take a deep breath and get started. Mindfulness for stress relief in the modern world. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, without judgment. It means paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations with an open, accepting attitude. In today's fast-paced world, we're often pulled in 1,000 different directions at once, which can lead to stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. Stress, especially chronic stress, has a profound impact on our health. It can affect everything from our sleep patterns, digestion, and immune system to our emotional well-being. You might feel like you're always running on a treadmill, unable to catch your breath, both mentally and physically. The modern world makes it harder than ever to find time for stillness. We're constantly connected, emails, texts, social media notifications, it's nonstop. It's no wonder we feel overwhelmed and stressed. So, how does mindfulness help? By practicing mindfulness, we train our brains to focus on the present, rather than getting caught up in past regrets or future worries. It's like hitting a mental reset button, allowing us to pause and reconnect with ourselves. Research shows that mindfulness can reduce stress, improve concentration, and even lower blood pressure. It helps activate the body's relaxation response, making it easier to cope with stress when it arises.
Ever felt like no matter how hard you try to heal, you're still holding on to pain you can't explain? What if the key isn't trying harder, but learning to surrender? In this video, I'll show you how trusting the journey can unlock real healing, peace, and transformation. You've probably heard the phrase trust the process or trust the journey, but what does that really mean when it comes to healing? Why is surrendering such an important part of the healing journey? And how can we truly let go of control in a world that often demands us to hold on tight? When we think about healing, we often imagine taking active steps, doing the work, pushing through pain, and making changes. But what if I told you that healing also requires letting go of the need to control the outcome? Surrendering to the healing process doesn't mean giving up. It means embracing what's out of your control and trusting that the journey will unfold in its own time.
Detachment is the key. Let go and trust the universe. In the journey of personal growth, spiritual awakening, or trying to live a more peaceful life, a recurring theme often surfaces: detachment. The phrase detachment is the key paired with let go and trust the universe isn't just a poetic affirmation. It's a powerful philosophical and practical approach to life. But what does it really mean? And how do you live it? What is detachment? Detachment in this context doesn't mean indifference, apathy, or emotional numbness. It means not being overly attached to outcomes, people, possessions, or even your own thoughts and beliefs. It is the ability to engage fully with life while not clinging to how things should be. It's about loosening the grip of control and surrendering to the natural flow of life. From a psychological standpoint, detachment is a healthy way to create emotional boundaries. From a spiritual perspective, it is a path to freedom from suffering. Many traditions, Buddhism, Stoicism, Hinduism, and even aspects of Christianity and Sufism, emphasize detachment as a virtue. The illusion of control. A major source of stress and anxiety in life is the illusion of control. We plan meticulously, try to predict every outcome, and become emotionally invested in how things unfold. But reality often doesn't comply with our expectations. People change, plans fall apart, opportunities slip through our fingers. The more we cling, the more we suffer. The harder we try to control external outcomes, the more powerless we feel when things don't go as planned. Detachment invites us to loosen that grip. Not to stop caring, but to care without clinging. You still do your part. You still pursue goals. But you remain open to however life unfolds. Let go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing your need to force things into place. It means you stop trying to bend reality to your will and instead become willing to meet life as it is. This is especially challenging when it comes to relationships, careers, dreams, and identities. Letting go may involve surrendering a version of yourself, an expectation of how life should look, or an attachment to a specific timeline. Letting go is an act of trust, and of courage. Trust the universe. To truly practice detachment, you need something to fall back on. This is where the idea of trusting the universe comes in. For some, this might be God, fate, the Tao, divine intelligence, or simply the natural order of things. Trusting the universe means believing that you are part of something bigger. That life doesn't always give you what you want, but often gives you what you need, even when it's hard to see in the moment. It's about recognizing that uncertainty is not your enemy, and that not knowing is a space where growth happens. Trust allows you to say, I've done my part. Now I release control. I trust that what unfolds is for my highest good. Why detachment is liberating. When you practice detachment, a few things begin to shift. Peace replaces anxiety. You're no longer held hostage by outcomes. Relationships improve. You stop trying to control or fix others. You become more present. Detachment grounds you in the now rather than in imaginary futures. You grow spiritually. Surrender becomes a gateway to deeper faith and resilience. This doesn't mean you float through life passively. Detachment isn't about resignation, it's about liberation. It's the clarity to act without obsession, to love without possession, and to live without fear. Practical ways to cultivate detachment. 1. Mindfulness. Notice when you're clinging to outcomes. Watch your thoughts without judgment. 2. Journaling. Write about what you're afraid to let go of, and why. 3. Meditation or prayer. Create space to connect with something greater than yourself. 4. Reframe failure. View setbacks as redirections, not punishments. 5. Practice non-attachment in small ways. Let go of routines, expectations, or plans occasionally to build your tolerance for uncertainty. Final thoughts. Detachment is the key, not because it removes you from life, but because it frees you to fully live it. When you let go and trust the universe, you step out of resistance and into harmony. You become a participant in the dance of life, not its choreographer. And in that surrender, there is great power. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need everything to make sense right now. Trust that things are unfolding in a way that you may not yet understand, but one day you will, with a rejuvenated mind.
To surrender is to acknowledge that healing isn't a linear path. It's not about forcing a solution or rushing the process. Sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is allow ourselves to be where we are, without judgment, without rushing, and without the expectation of instant results. We often struggle with surrender because it feels uncomfortable. Society tells us to push harder, try more, and fix things quickly. We want to see results fast, especially when we're in emotional or physical pain. But the truth is, the more we resist, the harder the journey becomes. Resistance feeds the pain. But when we surrender, we stop battling ourselves and start embracing the process, no matter how uncertain or slow it might feel. So, how do we actually begin to surrender? How do we shift from trying to control everything to trusting the journey? Here are some ways you can start today. 1. Mindful awareness. Take a step back and observe your thoughts without judgment. Acknowledge where you are, without needing to change anything immediately. 2. Practice patience. Healing takes time, and it's okay to be patient with yourself. Trust that each moment is part of your journey. 3. Let go of expectations. Release the need for a specific outcome. Trust that whatever unfolds is what you need in that moment. 4. Self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Healing can be messy, and you deserve to be gentle with yourself during this process. Let's be real for a second. Trusting the journey can be really hard, especially when you feel like you're not getting anywhere. But remember, the road to healing is rarely straight. It's full of detours, setbacks, and unexpected turns. But every step, every twist, is part of the process. Even the hard moments carry lessons that you can't rush or skip. Every moment of discomfort is an invitation to grow. The healing process might not look like what you expected, but that doesn't mean you aren't moving forward. Trust that the path you're on is the one that's meant for you. Final thoughts. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed in your healing journey, I want you to remember this: you don't have to have it all figured out right now. Surrendering is not about giving up, it's about opening yourself up to something greater than what you can see right now. Trust the journey, even when it's unclear. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your healing journey in the comments below. What's one thing you're learning to surrender in your own life? And if you found this helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need this reminder today.
Now, let's talk about a few simple mindfulness techniques you can use to combat stress right now. The best part? They don't take much time, and you can do them anytime, anywhere. 1. The 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise. Start by noticing 5 things you can see around you. Next, focus on 4 things you can feel: the texture of your clothes, your feet on the ground, anything that feels real in the moment. Then, listen for 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and, if you're able, 1 thing you can taste. This simple exercise helps bring your mind back to the present moment. 2. Mindful breathing. Another powerful tool is mindful breathing. Sit or stand comfortably, take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. This helps calm your nervous system and can quickly reduce feelings of stress. 3. Mindful walking. If you're feeling particularly anxious, try mindful walking. Focus on each step you take, feeling the ground beneath you. Pay attention to the movement of your legs and the rhythm of your body. It's a great way to reconnect with the present moment. Now that you have a few techniques, let's talk about how to weave mindfulness into your everyday routine. Start small. Even just 5 minutes a day can make a difference. You don't have to set aside a special time for meditation. It can be as simple as being present while you're eating, washing dishes, or even taking a walk. Final thoughts. Mindfulness is about making small shifts in how you approach the world around you. With practice, it becomes a natural part of your life and helps you handle stress more effectively. I hope these mindfulness techniques help you feel a little more centered and calmer in today's hectic world. Remember, mindfulness isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. Start with small steps, and over time, you'll start to notice the difference it makes in your stress levels. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on living a balanced and mindful life. I'd love to hear about your experience with mindfulness. Have you tried it before? What's your favorite technique? Let me know in the comments below. Take care, stay present, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay focused.